What's going on, guys? Mitesh here. So it's been a crazy start to 2018 so far, in which we found two major vulnerabilities in CPU architecture called Meltdown and Spectre. And there's been so much news out there about it that I thought I should make a video trying to explain it, trying to make it a little bit easier to understand, and tell you guys a little bit about what it is and what you can do about it. So let's get started by explaining a little bit about how the vulnerabilities work. So all modern CPUs do something called speculative execution, in which they go ahead and execute some instructions that haven't been asked for yet and may not be asked for. So when a program asks for them, they're already done. So it's a way of maximizing performance. So you can go ahead and, so if a program asks for those instructions to be done, great, they're already done. If not, they just go ahead and throw those away and just go ahead and actually execute what it's supposed to do. And inherently, this isn't wrong because it really helps in cutting down the CPU time. But what researchers have found is that though this doesn't actually change how the program works at all, it does, however, change the processor state and changes the timings on it in a predictable way, so that malicious programs could get in and infer what other programs' data is supposed to be. It's very complicated. It's not even a little complicated. So this is extremely complicated stuff that the researchers figured out how to do. And the thing is, right now it's a little hard for criminals to do, but with time, this is something that criminals will be going after, and it's just going to get easier once they figure out how to do it. So next up is the question, does this affect me? And the answer is almost without a doubt, yes. So if you're watching this video, you're almost definitely affected. At first it was reported that Intel is pretty much the only one affected by this, and that's sort of true for Meltdown. Meltdown affects Intel and high-end ARM chips, but Spectre affects basically any modern CPU. So if you're watching this video, you are affected by this. So finally, the question is, what can I do about this? So really, the biggest thing you can do is keep everything up to date, including your OSs and your browsers. So browsers such as Chrome 64, which is coming out, I believe, January 23rd, has protection built in for this. Firefox 53, I'm pretty sure, has protection for this. Links down below to all this stuff, so I'll leave it in the description. Safari, Apple has said they're going to update Safari to also have a patch for this, and then of course Apple will also send out updates to iOS and macOS to deal with these things. And I know Apple's broken faith with a lot of people because of the fact that they've slowed down iPhones, but trust me, you want to update, you need this to make sure you're not vulnerable. People can't steal your passwords and things. Windows has a specific update out. It's I can't remember the name. It's in the description though. It starts with KB something or other, but that's the update that you need to install to make sure you're safe from this. Intel has a detection tool out, which I'll link to down below too, and with that you can see if there needs to be a firmware patch from Intel, and they also have a link. I'll have a link down below to where you can download the firmware patch too. So these are the basic things you can do to keep yourself safe. And that's pretty much all you really need to know about this. You don't need to panic. All you have to do is just make sure all your software is up to date. And if you do, this shouldn't affect you on your personal computer at all. Now, on a side note, you will take a little bit of a performance hit when you apply these patches, but it's well worth it to keep your information safe. And most likely, if you have any modern CPU that's not more than like 5 years old, it's got the headroom. You can afford to take a little bit of a hit on performance to keep yourself safe. So hopefully that helped you guys understand the problem a little bit better and to know what you can do about it. And if you did, and if you liked it, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, hopefully on more positive topics, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!